It is Tuesday, January 24th, 2023. And if this is your first time checking out the Gig Geezer, or if you're a returning visitor of the Gig Geezer, hey, thanks for coming by. And if you would not mind, hit that subscribe button, give my content a thumbs up, share my content among others, and I definitely welcome your comments in the section below. The reason why I am doing this segment of the Gig Geezer, I'm kind of doing it with really a kind of a don't care attitude. Tuesdays and Thursdays for me are half days. This particular order that I am completing is my last order of today. I come into this order having made $116 on 4 delivery opportunities. One was a point pickup for $19.81, and that took all of about 40 minutes. The next 3 were all catering delivery opportunities on the Deliver That app, and they paid a total of $96 and change. And if you check out this particular segment of the Gig Geezer, I went into a comparison of Deliver That and the delivered apps, in which I came to the determination the Deliver That app is better suited for orders of $300 and below. And 2 of the 3 orders that were that I accepted and completed today were in that $300 range, which made the payment of the orders somewhat proportional and reasonable. And the reason why I said it that way is because the Deliver That app seems to, for some reason, only pay in the $30 range, anywhere between $30 and $39, regardless of the order size. So that brings me to about $116, and to why I'm doing this segment of the Gig Geezer. I accepted while driving to drop off my last Delivered That order, which from this very point of documentation is about almost 30 minutes away. While en route to dropping off that order, I accepted a DoorDash large order program opportunity, 14 items, showing an offer amount of $34.75. Now, for those of us who have been doing these, been completing these type of order opportunities for a while now, there's a very good chance that that's all this order is going to pay, $34.75. Now, there is apparently a significant faction of people who have converted themselves into Tony Zhu employees, who are unabashed and quite proud, apparently, of maintaining a very high acceptance rate, or performing Tony Zhu employee role in the earn by time mode. All they're doing is willingly providing additional data for artificial intelligence and to prove or disprove predictions and complex mathematical computations for the purpose of machine learning. If that's floats your boat, so be it. But I sure as hell ain't going that way. I refuse to be a Tony Zhu employee, and I refuse to contribute additional data for artificial intelligence and for machine learning. And if you want to know more about what I've said recently on that particular segment of the Gig Geezer, this segment here. Now, as I mentioned, I accepted 14 items, $34.75 offer. My guess is that this order may not pay any more. I also accepted this order. I debated very heavily all the way to the point of reaching the parking lot of East Bay Deli, and that I went back and forth wondering, should I go ahead on and complete this order knowing that I'm going to get a contract violation, or just throw back a $34.75 opportunity for somebody to say, hey, looky here, look what I got today. Well, I arrived at the restaurant. The pickup time was at 11:46. I arrived at the restaurant at 12:03, so I was 17 minutes late, or 8 minutes beyond the accepted range of estimated arrival time before you incur a contract violation. Now, I will get there in plenty of time because the arrival time is at 12:40. It's 12:15, and from this point, it's probably a good 10 to 12 minutes to the drop-off location. I'll be going to a business park that one of the most noted structures is a regional warehouse for Home Depot. But would you have done this? Would you have knowingly accepted an offer of $34.75, knowing that you're going to get a contract violation? Now, I've shared something like this in 2022 where I did the same thing. After DoorDash had stiffed me, actually on the arrival time scenario, the offer amount was, I believe the offer simply paid $34.98, and I willingly took the contract violation for that kind of money. And given, now, since I had already made my money though, but given how hard it's been to come across order opportunities just in general on the DoorDash app, I guess I'm not in a giving mood right now. I'm gonna take it for myself. So, and by the way, if you like the content that's been provided in this segment of the Gig Geezer and any other segment of Gig Geezer, hit that subscribe button, give my content a thumbs up, share my content among others, and I definitely welcome your comments in the section below. By the way, this order, the total amount was $194 and change. So I already kind of have an idea that this order is, this order probably has paid what it's going to pay. And for $194, this is kind of a decent payout, to be honest. But while I'm at it, I simply have a problem. I simply don't agree, and I've shared this a couple of times already. I don't agree with accept more, earn more. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the premise because it's all about getting drivers to deliver more orders for Tony Zhu. Of late, the conversation has been about whether Pedro has sold out and has become a shill. We already had a pretty good idea about Bentley Dupe with the way he danced around more pertinent, substantive, if you will, controversial things. Now, but it's not just Bentley Dupe, it's not just Pedro, it's a bunch of other drivers who believe that earned by time and the carbon crystal facade is the way to go. But it's people like myself and others that are supposedly on the other side. We're not, I mean, you're almost pitting it as if it's good versus evil. There's nothing pious or sanctimonious about y'all performing the role of Tony Zhu employees. If anything, you're selling your soul. If you really think about it, and if you want to know more about why I say that you're selling your soul, check out this segment of the Gig Geezer. At the same time, there's nothing pious and sanctimonious about us. We don't think that our thinking is above y'all, although we don't agree with your way of doing things. I mean, if you believe that is necessary and it works for you, so be it. And again, I just don't agree with your way of doing things. I know that my way has worked. That's not to say that I'm some obstinate, stubborn, obtuse old guy. No. What I'm saying is that I have adapted over time. I have adapted. Yes. I've adapted in realizing that gig food delivery work, as we know, is not the same as it was in 2020, 2021, or for that matter, last year, 2022. And I have tried to do things strategically to put myself in a position to where I have been able to, at the very least, during January 2023, for example, I have still been able to make the money that I've been known to make, that I've been known to be making. You have not heard me say that I've been hurting for order opportunities. I have admitted that it's slow. Yes, it is slow. But you've not heard me saying that I'm making less than what I've been making over the past couple of years. And even then, if I am making less, it's not by much. I mean, last week, I made $1,302 in 5.5 days. That's averaging well over $220 a day, close to $230 a day. The week before that, I did it in about the same number of days, averaging about $220 a day, making $1,150 plus dollars. So that tells me that I must be doing something right. If for nothing else, that tells me I must be doing something right. And you can make the argument that it could be market specific, it could be market dependent. But even then, you still have to make it work wherever you are. Okay. The other thing is that gig food delivery work, gig economy work may not be for everyone. Not everyone has that whatever that intangible is to make it work on a daily basis, day in and day out. Now, I'm about less than 5 minutes away from dropping off this particular order. I've already begun to see my 1099s from 2022. And based on my early count, as I mentioned in previous giggies, I said that normally when I get my 1099s, the numbers actually come in a little higher. And based on a preliminary count of all my 1090 work for 2022, and that includes insurance agent work, I'm coming in somewhere around 82,000. And for just gig food delivery work or just gig work or gig app work, I'm coming in somewhere in that $77,000 to $78,000 for 2022. So altogether, I'm doing well over 6 G's a month. Well over 6 G's a month, more like closer to 7 G's a month. So that should tell you something. I think I kind of know what I'm talking about. The old guy kind of knows what he's talking about. Okay, so the next time I get back, we're going to talk about whether I really believe after it's all said and done that this contract violation was worth it, and we're also going to go over the final payout of this DoorDash order. I am completing this particular segment of the Gig Geezer from the Gig Studio. The original clip that I had that ended this segment, apparently I deleted it by mistake. And so I'm going to get right to the point with wrapping up this particular segment. The order from East Bay Deli with the offer amount of $34.75 actually was a pleasant surprise in that it paid out $39.75. The base pay was $4.75, and the tip amount was $39.70. Very pleasant surprise, the fact that it has been paying more. And the reason why I've said it that way is because of late, what I've noticed is that DoorDash has really been sticking it to us who have maintained very low acceptance rates by where we are still getting large order opportunities, but they are the worst of the opportunities with the lowest of tips. And in fact, yesterday I had one where it was from a Subway, and I known from experience with having completed these Subway catering order opportunities that they are nothing more than glorified regular orders, but somehow they always come up as catering bag opportunities. Well, the offer amount on it was $10.10, and that's all it paid, as with others that I've had. But the point of intrigue, I would believe, for this particular segment of the Gig Geezer is that you're wondering, was it worth risking a contract violation for lateness for this order? Well, apparently the risk was, yes, accepting the order and arriving at the restaurant late, but I did not sustain a contract violation. That surprised me more than anything else, the fact that I did not get a contract violation. Upon further research, I found that DoorDash still has on its driver page ways by which drivers can sustain contract violations, and extreme lateness is still one of them. In fact, excessive lateness can lead to deactivation from DoorDash. But according to DoorDash's actual verbiage, it gives the example that drivers appear to have as many as 20 minutes before they're counted as excessively late for an order. 20 minutes upon arrival at the restaurant and 20 minutes beyond the estimated arrival time at the customer. So they've increased it from 10 minutes to 20 minutes. That's what it appears. Now, do not interpret me advocating for you to take rolls of dice or gambles as I did. I kind of went at it willfully, knowing that I would likely be late. But apparently I was only 17 minutes late, which is not a contract violation as it has been in the past. My recommendation is when you get an order to make every diligent and timely effort to get to the restaurant in that safe and timely manner. And the same, likewise, making that diligent and timely and safe effort to the customer location or the drop off location. That's what I would recommend. As for me, I am more than likely not to push my luck in that I will always make every effort to arrive at a restaurant or at a customer drop off location within 10 minutes because, as we all know, things are subject to change with all these apps. DoorDash is no different. So, if you like the content that's been provided in this segment of the Gig Geezer or in any other segment of the Gig Geezer, hey, hit that subscribe button. Give my content a thumbs up. Share my content among others, and I definitely welcome your comments in the section below. I'm Inwood Lane, and as always, may your grind and may your hustle continue.